Sushant Singh Rajput, The Untold Story, Part 7. Before I get into the details, I would request you to please watch the interview that Arnab Goswami did with Kangana Ranaut. Arnab Goswami is a leading journalist in India, and Kangana Ranaut is the most efficient actress in Bollywood. Mostly she's also going to do a biopic of Jayalalitha, the ex-chief minister of Tamil Nadu. Alright, so please watch that. It is not only mind-blowing, it is really mind-opening. Okay, what I'm trying to put all together in as a segment, as a story, so that you can understand. If you watch my videos and then if you watch that interview, whatever, now this part, 7 parts, and then if you watch that interview, you will have a clear-cut picture about what is happening in Bollywood. It's a lot of crappy stuffs. It's a lot of inhuman things happening. But then on screen you see only the human effect. The inhuman things happen behind the screen. Now, today I'll tell you about a production house named as YRF, Yash Raj Films, which is in Bollywood, which is in Mumbai, which is in Maharashtra, India. There is a person named Yash Chopra who is the owner of this production house, and he's got a son whose name is Aditya Chopra, who is running it now because Yash Chopra passed away. Right? Yash Chopra is the person who gave the break and made Shah Rukh Khan the star that he is today. It is his idea of this production house, and his son is running it. His son became successful once he directed Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, DDLJ, which is a movie in which Shah Rukh Khan acted and Kajol is the co-star. Okay, it's a family drama, really good, really very good movie. But then it is directed by Aditya Chopra. Now, what is the connection between Yash Raj Films and Sushant Singh Rajput? Once Sushant Singh Rajput did all the struggle to reach the movie industry, engineering student, went into dancing, became the top dancer in Shamak Dawar's dancing school, shared the stage with Aishwarya Rai Bachchan on a Commonwealth platform. Then he went into serials, TV serials in Hindi, became ultra famous over there, and then he came into movies. That was his story of struggle in a nutshell. Once he came into Hindi movies, Bollywood movies, the first movie was Kai Poche. Okay, it's a movie, and it did really good. It became, it made him really famous and acclaimed, and all that a star needs. Now, once he became successful, Yash Raj Films is a production house which offers opportunities to a lot of upcoming stars. They called him and they offered him a chance, and what they do is they handle the projects and they handle everything regarding that star, regarding that actor. So Yash Raj Films signed up Sushant Singh Rajput on a exclusive contract. See, there is a non-exclusive contract and there is an exclusive contract. Exclusive contract is in which there is a particular condition which mostly is like you'll be signing 3 films, and if you break this streak and in between you're not allowed to go and work with anyone else. If you go and do, then you'll have to pay a huge amount as a penalty, which comes to around 3 crore Indian rupees, the 3 crore INR. Okay. Now, Aditya Chopra called Sushant Singh Rajput. Sushant Singh Rajput it was like a dream come true for him to work with YRF Productions. He signed the contract. It was for 3 movies. The first one was Shuddha Deshi Romance. Second one was Detective Byomkesh. And the third one was Pani. Okay, these are the 3 movies. They signed him for, and in between he is not allowed to do any other movies with any other production house or any other person. If he does, then he'll have to pay the penalty. That is the exclusive contract. The non-exclusive contract is you have to work with us. At the same time, if you get other opportunities, you may go and do that also. Simple. Because Sushant Singh Rajput was not a nepo kid, he had to do the exclusive contract. Shuddha Deshi Romance happened, it became successful. And then there is this director, one huge name he is in Bollywood. His name is Sanjay Leela Bhansali. So he is a person who, looking at Sushant, he is a person who can understand talent. He's not creepy. He understands talent and he promotes it. He is the one who actually made the career of Aishwarya Rai. So just understand what is the kind of caliber that he has. So Sanjay Leela Bhansali, seeing Sushant Singh Rajput, wanted to work with no other person other than Sushant Singh Rajput, because he was that good. And Sanjay Leela Bhansali chased him for around 5 years, and finally he understood that this boy is in a exclusive contract with this production house. He spoke to that production house and he said that I will pay the penalty, let him work with me. I want to make him work with me in a movie named as Ram Leela. Okay, now this movie, and Aditya Chopra refused. It was not the money, because the money was going to be paid and this boy didn't have it, so this director was ready to pay it. But Aditya Chopra didn't want him to act in that movie because he knew that that movie was a sure blockbuster, was a sure hit. So what did Aditya Chopra do? He refused to let Sushant Singh Rajput act in that movie, and he made it happen that Ranveer Singh acted in that movie. Ranveer Singh, for example, Ranveer Singh is a person who says that he is an outsider, he is not from the film fraternity, he is not from the film family, he is nothing has got to do with nepotism, and Ranveer Singh, he struggled his way in. But that is not the truth, that is a bloody lie. He has his film connections and that's how he got it. Okay. Now, this was the first movie. The second movie was Bajirao Mastani, in which again Sanjay Leela Bhansali wanted Sushant Singh Rajput, but Aditya Chopra made it sure that Ranveer Singh acted in that. For your information, Ranveer Singh, these 2 movies, Ram Leela and Bajirao Mastani, are the 2 movies which actually made Ranveer Singh the star that he is today. His acting was impeccable in those movies, but that is not the thing. What I am trying to tell you is, this person made sure that a talent like Sushant Singh Rajput does not get it, and he made sure that Ranveer Singh got it. He did favoritism over here. See, you don't want to support someone, don't. But who the bloody hell are you to fiddle with one's career? It's a direct question to Aditya Chopra. Who the bloody hell are you to do this? So, and you know what he did after that? He did Shuddha Desi Romance. It became a hit. He did Byomkesh, like Detective Byomkesh Bakshi, and it did not do so good. So the contract is for 3 movies, and the last movie, Pani, he dragged it so much, so hard that Sushant Singh Rajput almost lost a lot of movies in that span, and all these movies that he lost was given to kids whom, or actors whom Aditya Chopra or the gangs in Bollywood favor, like Aditya Roy Kapoor, Shahid Kapoor, Ranveer Singh, Arjun Kapoor. There's a list, there's a whole list. And finally, what did he do? He shelved the movie Pani. He said that he is not going to produce it. You did not give him the chances that came to him, blocking and saying that he's already under contract with you, and then you break that contract and left him nowhere. That is economic destruction of an individual, which is a crime. The question is, in a jurisdiction which is governed by the government of Maharashtra and the government of India and the Indian Penal Code, if this happens, why is the government not doing anything? He did economical and career destruction for a person for whom his career was his life. That means indirectly he was destroying somebody's life. Why isn't the government doing anything? According to the law, the government of India should penalize Aditya Chopra for screwing the life of Sushant Singh Rajput. There's one more person, this Aditya Chopra's buddy. I'll let you know in the next video.